Welcome you to this broadcast of OHSAA Sectional Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Marion Local High School. The Knoxville Rangers take on the Perry Commodores. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Our sponsors here for round 2 of the tournament here at the hangar at Marion Local. They're the top seed, but we have the first game here between the New Knoxville Rangers and the Lima Perry Commodores. Along with Jeff Etchen, I'm Dave Kanacki. Before we start, look at the Rangers. Young team, Jeff, 6-17 on the season, but they had a nice come-from-behind win over Ada on Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was a real nice tournament win for them. They've actually won, 4 games here at the end of the season. So they're probably 4-2, if you will, maybe to finish the season. But a come-from-behind win against Ada. Lost the first 2 sets and then won 3 straight. Played much better as the first 2 games were over. Those were close losses. Really attacked well. They had a lot of attacks, but New Knoxville also had some attacking errors, and that kind of helped Ada stay in contention, but played with a lot of confidence, and it was good to see afterwards the enthusiasm. You celebrate wins because they're hard to get, and some teams make it look pretty easy, but New Knoxville, back against the wall, found a way to get it done, a home victory, and, the record even, to be a higher seed and get a home game over a team with a 500 record shows you the respect that coaches that vote know the talent level around the area and who you play, strength of schedule, etc., all kind of factored in. And Knoxville earned a home game, with just 5 wins, and now they chalked up 6. And have a game tonight. They're going to hope to get win number 7 and knock off the higher seed Perry Commodores.
The Rangers are coached by Madison Lammers. The Rangers are the number 6 seed. Tonight they played the number 5 seed, Perry Commodores. Jeff, you look at their record, 16-6 overall, 6-1 in their league, the NWCC. So a pretty quality team, I imagine. Yeah,
they've played a nice season. Their record is good. They finished 2nd in the NWCC, like you mentioned. They're playing with a lot of confidence, too. They got some wins, and anytime you start winning, everything just flows a little bit better. The chemistry is better. You're not looking at what can I do better. You just keep working on what you've been doing, and you don't have those negative thoughts, and everything flows better when you can just go out and play and not have second thoughts or second guesses about what I need to do or what should I do. You just play naturally, and they've done a nice job. They earned a higher seed. They've won 16 matches on the season. I mean, they're beating teams, and they're going to have their, I think a good matchup tonight with the New Knoxville Rangers. Very even seeds here, 5 and 6.
So it'll be the Commodores and the Rangers. We'll be back with the starting lineups when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to the hangar. Number 6 seeded Rangers against the Perry Commodores. They're the non-starters. We're about to do the Emerson Climate Technology starters. First for the Rangers will be the first one. They're the visiting team here. Number 3, Laney Meyer. Number 5, Kiel Wellman. Number 2, Laura Winkler. Allison Albers, Allie Top, number 20, Allie Top. Head coach Madison Lammers, assisted by Rachel Leffel, and also setter Addison Albers. The libero is Laura Wingler. Now for the Perry Commodores, they are coached by Jody Cartagena. So they do the non-starters, 16-6 on the season, 6-1 in the NWCC. They finished a game behind Lima Temple Christian. Again, these will be the Emerson Climate Technologies starting lineups. Number 3, Bryce James. Number 5, Rima Purnell. Number 7, Mary Hurston. Number 15, Alexis Burgess. Number 23, Lexana Lee. Number 30, Alana Muniz. And number 35, Isabel Anderson. Libero is Bryce James. Again, those are your Emerson Climate Technologies starting lineups. Head coaches Jody Cartagena. Also their assistants are Linda Hurston and Sophia Clifton. We'll do while both teams shake hands to start this off, we'll do our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We'll first start with the Rangers, Jeff.
Well, for the visitors tonight on scoreboard, the Knoxville Rangers, they want to make sure they have reduced attack errors. They had a number of attack errors in their win against Ada, so they're going to reduce their attack errors. They also are going to focus on their blocking. They do come in averaging 2.6 blocks per set, which is a pretty good number. And they also want to have a good first touch, whether it's on the serve or on the aggressive attacks by the Commodores. Want to get into offense first. And for the Perry Commodores, their keys include staying focused. Don't get too excited about the past or the present. Stay right where you're at. Maintain and stay consistent with your positive attitude and stay positive. All those things, just to play your game naturally. Don't make it bigger than what it is. She talked about, and it just says, do what you do, control what you can control, and see what happens. Thank you to Keyhole Pizza for sponsoring our plays of the game, or the keys to the game.
Perry will serve to start us off. Lexana Lee, sophomore defensive specialist. Their main hitter is Mary Hurston, but it'll be Albers will set Lammers, hit across. They'll dump it over on 2. Albers is the setter, wrap around to bring Egbert. It rides the net and finds the floor for the point.
Well, the net was very friendly to Bryn Egbert, and it really took her attack and rolled it to where nobody was at. I don't know if you want to rely on that all the time, but the net helped Egbert there. She's a leading kill getter for the Rangers at 2.5 per set.
Lord Wingler with the service point.
Wingler is a very good server for the Rangers. She keeps it accurate. She keeps the ball in play. On the season, 93% server.
There's a bad pass. Mishit by Perry, and quickly a 3-0 lead for the Rangers on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Good start for the Rangers. Again, right into momentum after a 3-game come from behind victory against the Ada Bulldogs. And kept alive.
Almost alive, but it was a double hit there by the person who hit it over off the net. Biggest hitter for Perry is number 7, Mary Hurston, a very, very good 3.1 kills a set.
Yeah, she's definitely their leader and hits the ball very nicely. Pretty good 200 or 272 hitting percentage.
As Hurston there dinks it over the blockers for New Knoxville, be side out to the Commodores.
And she's a smart attacker right there. Didn't just wind up and smoke it. She saw a big opening on the right side of her. New Knoxville's left front. She simply just pushed it where no Ranger was at.
The far side towards the front row is number 23, Lexana Lee, as that one by Anderson goes too long, side out to the Rangers. So setter Addison Albers will serve, leads the team in aces with 36.
36 aces, and also a very good percentage at 90%. So does a nice job and is a quarterback on the offense.
Hurston, that time with a kill from the right side.
We saw her tip for a kill out of the middle, and we see her attack hard with an aggressive swing out of the right front.
She rotates now to the back row. Albers will come from the back row to set, just a freshman running this offense, to Egbert. That goes into the net. Point for the Commodores.
I mentioned our keys of the game, reduce the attack areas. You're going to have some, but New Knoxville had a bunch in the Ada contest. They were able to win, but not only did they earn a lot of kills, but they also had a lot of attack areas. You want to keep the ball in play.
Albers will call a double hit on the set as the pass led her into the net.
You mentioned Hurston. She leads the team at 3.1 kills. Also leads the team, I should say second on team, third on team with 44 aces, but a very good 92% serving accuracy.
Albers. This time in the middle, it's Kiana Wellman puts it away.
Kiana Wellman had a big night against Ada. It was quiet in game one, but came on strong, especially in the games they won. And that was a solid hit. She's come a long way, getting stronger and confidence. Those are tough ones to block when you smoke it that hard.
Brent Egbert serve is across. Hurston with the bump. Lee will set it. That takes the hitter into the net. Point for the Rangers.
Now, Wellman had a good night in the Ada sectional semifinal game, was our player of the game. And when I said she hit it strong, it's tough to block, but it's also tough to dig out. So had a nice night.
Good job there by Rayma Purnell. She hit that flat footed and got a lot of power on that. Number 5.
And she averages just under 2 kills per game. But that time, the senior, like I said, a flat-footed attack, but still hit it pretty well and didn't give the defensive New Knoxville a chance to recover.
Carly Dalton serves it across for the Commodores. Down by 2. Hit by Top. Nice save by James in the back row, but nobody able to get the second one.
At one of the few schools here that have a low ceiling, or, it's not as common, and that time it helped Top, who hit it so hard. The carom went up into the rafters, and it really pinballed around and went away from the Perry Commodore defender and dropped for a kill for Top, who averages 1.9 per game kills.
Kiana Wellman serves it. That time it is hit by Lee. It's now a hitter in the front row. A nice save there by James. Lee again with a hit. She's the second leading hitter. As his third hit not across for the Rangers. Point for the Commodores. 8-6 they trail on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first as their libero, Bryce James, one of 3 seniors on this team, serving for Perry. Wellman sets Top. Allie Top splits the back row players for the point.
Good swing by the 5'9" senior, and again, hit it right in the seam. And with that type of speed, it's really almost impossible to make a play on the ball.
Lainey Meyer, sophomore, serve across, dig by James. Hit across by Anderson. Albers goes to Top in the middle, and that falls. Allie Top with a kill.
3 quick kills for the senior, and back to a 4-point cushion. I think that equals the biggest Ranger lead. I think they go off to a 4-0 start.
So Wellman continues to serve.
Meyer.
Back set. And a nice hit by number 5, Rayma Purnell.
From our angle, Dave, it was tough to see which attacker. It was like 2 attackers went up. I don't know how close they were, but from my angle, I thought they were going to run into each other. But boy, Purnell really had some good lift and struck it very well for her second kill. She now serves.
Dig by Egbert. A set Top again. Dalton to James. Hit across by Lee. In the middle, it's Top. Wins the battle in the front row.
Make it 4 kills now for the senior as she continues to swing pretty aggressively and with a lot of confidence. Just rhythm. It's good timing, and you're not thinking about it. You're just doing it. She's done very well in her tour through front row here in the first rotation.
Senior serves from the left side. Hit by Hurston, who's back in the front row. Lammers just outside the line. Line officials at the tournament level, it's all sanctioned OHSAA referees.
At least in the finals. It wasn't that way in the semifinals.
Really? Yep. It wasn't over in the Minster game I was at, so it wasn't. I figured it was all the tournament games. The stand corrected. And there's a good serve by Lexana Lee.
Well, the Commodores need a couple of good consecutive serves. They got 2 quick points there. So those are momentum builders. 2 quick points. Not much, in the term of a volley on the service ace. Chance here to draw closer against the Rangers.
Lammer's not able to bump it over on a tough angle.
Impossible angle unless you've got a jet stream that was able to kind of manipulate it around the antenna or the pin.
That would have been the west side, so they could have, no, they've been in the north side. We had to open the doors up for the wind to come through. Dig by Wingler. Addison Albers will set. Lammers, block back. Hit by Egbert and finds a spot. Bring Egbert.
Sophomore attacker, her second kill of the set. Back to a 2-point Ranger lead.
Kiana Wellman into the front row as Laura Wingler serving for the Rangers. 6-17 on the season, have won 4 of their games late in the season. There's a nice block. Egbert and Wellman.
And Wellman is a team leader in blocks. She averages 0.8 per game. Egbert also there at 0.6. Both those girls had a nice wall, and they get a termination block. New Knoxville averages 2.5 termination blocks per set. So that's a fairly high number when you look around stats.
Hurston will dink it and find a spot. Mary Hurston.
Twice now she's attack tipped, if you will, out of the middle. Same spot, same result. She now has 3 kills in game 1.
Anderson with a nice serve. Ace for the Commodores. They pull within 1.
Again, they just serve back-to-back points real quick. You get the kill and an immediate ace, and they've slowly just kind of inched their way into that 4-point deficit. It gets down to 3, then goes down to 2, and now they're a point away here from tying it. They're gonna, I thought maybe they'd get it right there, but they will.
Not able to correct. This is the difference of playing in this old style gym, as we have a precision strip timeout. We'll step aside, and we're watching tournament volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
I lost him.
Back here from our precision strip timeout, as Perry Commodores, Dave, has come back and tied it here at 13-13, and Coach Lammers taking a timeout here. Her team has just had some attacking errors. I mentioned that being a key to the game. New Knoxville 5 attack errors, and that's helped the Commodores come back, tie it up here in game 1.
Yeah, the Rangers started out with a 4-0 lead. As you said, Perry has come back strong. There's a set all the way across to Egbert. Hit from the right side, push deep. Found a spot there by number 30, Alana Muniz.
Again, good awareness and recognizing where the hole was at. You know, it wasn't a strong attack, but illegal. She got her shoulders square. You can't be facing towards the sideline and do that. You got to have your shoulders pointed there. She did a nice job squaring her body up and making a clean attack.
Over to Egbert. She's blocked back, but out of bounds. So a little bit of a break there for the Rangers.
That happens sometimes. You do get blocked back, but when you're on the sideline, if they can't angle it in, it becomes actually a blocking error out of bounds. But nonetheless, Egbert a kill. That's her 3rd of the set.
Served by Albers. Lee will set it to Hurston. Battle at the net. Blocked by the Rangers, ends up in a point for the Rangers.
Yeah, it was one of those 50-50 balls. You just never know how it's going to be, and it was right at the net, and you think Egbert's the one that blocked it back or attacked it down for New Knoxville?
Yeah, I think so. She was right there on the second hit that went across the net. That one will sail too long. A side out will tie us up at 15 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Each team now with a service error in game number 1. And you mentioned Hurston. She does a lot for them, and nice all-around player for the Commodores.
Serve across by Perry, and the ace by Hurston.
Well, the Commodores have their second lead of the game.
So as they take the lead, is Hurston, junior outside hitter, now serving. Egbert, tough angle from the right side. Pushed across by Lee. Lexana Lee with the kill as she goes over on the second hit.
Well, that's about 3 times tonight that Perry has found spots and just simply pushed it there quickly, and they've done it legally. They've gotten their body squared up, if you will, to avoid the illegal contact.
Hurston with the serve, hit by Wellman. That goes wide, and now a 3-point lead for Perry.
Momentum has definitely favored the Commodores here as of late. New Knoxville continues to attack, but the missed hits are accumulating points for the Commodores. A break there on a rare service error by Hurston.
See if the Rangers can capitalize as the sophomore Bring Egbert will serve. Good hard serve. Doug not able to get it on the second one. Give it an ace for Bring Egbert.
Well, the Rangers score back-to-back quick points, and those are ways to eat into that lead or that deficit the Rangers were facing pretty quickly. I mean, every serve is a point, but boy, when you get them back-to-back, that really can shrink the deficit in a hurry.
Dig by James. There's a nice kill by Purnell from the left side. She finds an open spot in the Ranger defense.
Rayburn Purnell had a nice attack. She got there quick, got her stutter step in, and really had good contact. A timeout on court by New Knoxville.
19-17, Perry over Rangers here in the first set. We're back with tournament volleyball here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back. Coming out of the Precision Strip timeout. Be the second timeout by the Rangers. In the first set, they led early in this. Right now, they found themselves down late, 19-17 to the Commodores here on our First National Bank scoreboard. As Carly Dalton's serving. She will also set in the 6-2 offense. Dalton serve dug by top. Albers will go back to Alley with the dink. It hits the antenna. So a point for Perry.
Just the miscues for the Rangers are adding up. The attack errors are hurting New Knoxville and missing some balls just out of bounds. That one clips the stick, the pin, so another point for the Commodores.
Set in the middle of the Wellman dink. Perry scrambles, but to no avail. Big point there for New Knoxville.
The 5'8" junior Wellman records her second kill of the game, and you're right, Dave. A huge point, stop the momentum. A chance here to cut into the 2-point deficit.
Wellman serve, dug by Lee. They'll set Lee again. Goes off the blockers and finds a spot. Kill for the Perry Commodores.
Her second of the game, and yes, it crawled over the net, through some contact of New Knoxville, and for the Commodores, fell right on the center court of the gym for the 21st point.
Senior libero Bryce James puts it into the net.
Had a lot of topspin on it.
Yes. So Perry's taking the lead, but really haven't added much to it. I think they're 2-point. I think they had a 3-point lead, but now Lainey Meyer back to serve.
Every point's critical, but boy, late in the game, mistakes really can hurt your chances here. New Knoxville's going to try to play some defense and get it back on to go on offense. Nice block. Nice touch, I should say.
Lee tried to hit it over on the second hit, and the Rangers now within one.
Probably the right idea. Sometimes as a hitter, you know where you want it. She just mistimed it and tried to catch the Rangers off stride a little bit, but the ball in the net, hitting error.
Lainey Meyer serve across. Dig by Hurston. Anderson with a hit across. Alley top. We'll have a Commodore in the net, and we are tied at 21.
5 kills for Allison Top, having a great game one attacking, and drew that defender in and get the net violation, give Top the kill, and more importantly, a 21-21 tie.
You're in the first set of this opener here at the hangar at Maria Stein. Back set. That I don't think made it, or otherwise Lammers and Top was there.
Well, I don't know either if it caught the tape, but nonetheless, a timeout will be taken by Perry Commodores. We'll stay right here.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this tournament broadcast possible. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Grand Lake, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, NKTelco. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Starting lineups are brought to you by Emerson Copeland. Our player of the game will be sponsored by NKTelco. This is coming out of Precision Strip. Timeout on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Rangers lead by 1.
They've come back here with some nice offensive, and they haven't had any attack errors. They let their offense go to work for them, and they've climbed back, take a 1-point lead.
Myers serve across again, bumped across on 2. Chance for the Rangers to capitalize. Top in the middle, block, back on the Perry side. It's Albers hit it across. Egbert, Albers on 2. Back on the Perry side. They'll set Lee. It goes off the blockers. Point for Perry.
Lexena Lee gets the kill, her 3rd of game 1, and each team tried to, catch the other one off balance a little bit with some attacks on 2, but each team's defense kept it alive, and in the end, it's Lee with her 3rd kill.
Rama Purnell served, received by Egbert. They'll call it double hit on Albers, and the Commodores take a 23-22 lead.
Back and forth we go. We've had a lot of lead changes here as of late. A very competitive game 1 here between the 5 seed and 6 seed.
Albers on 2. Set over to Lee. She'll hit it deep. Wingler, Egbert, Lammers, James. They'll set Lee. That one never made it across. Or a block there. There's Albers and top. But nonetheless, the big thing is a point for the Rangers.
Yeah, tough break there. It was good net play by the Ranger defense. Commodores suffered their 3rd termination block here in game 1.
Costly missed serve there by the Rangers. Takes us to set point for the Commodores. Lexena Lee will serve and set into the front row. Number 15, Alexis Burgess or Perry. Set point again. Dig by Wingler. Albers will go over to Egbert. Strong hit for the kill, bring Egbert.
5 kills now for the sophomore, and as the ball was set, I thought, well, what better way do you want it to be? You got your leading attacker on the season, and she got a good run up on it and really smoked it with some good topspin, hit it just right.
Lauren Wingler tries to break the tie at 24, close to the net. Albers hits it, bumps that back to Albers. She'll get a swing, and it's blocked back. I think it's 35 Anderson with a block.
I think also up there was Hurston. Both of them were up there, 7 and 35. I'm pretty sure they combined. And
so another set point here is Anderson back to serve. Wingler to Albers. She'll go over to Wellman. She took something off of it, and that something was just right.
That's a full swing with your fingers weak, if you will. It looked like a full swing, but it definitely came off her hands soft. And the changeup, if you will, drops in for her 3rd kill of game 1.
Albers serve. Melena Puckett into the front row. First hit across. Egbert hits it on the 2nd hit.
Oh, that's
there
illegal.
was a miss hit, and there's a point.
They never called the miss hit.
There's a point, and now the Rangers have set point at 26-25.
Well, each team now has had Rangers their first set point, I believe, and Perry's had a couple.
Albers, strong serve. James with a nice dig. Hurston hits it across. Albers all the way over to Egbert. Down for the point. Bryn Egbert puts away an exciting first set as the Rangers win the first set on our First National Bank scoreboard. Rangers 27, Commodores 25. We'll be back with the second set when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
An exciting first set game goes in favor of the Rangers as they prevail 27-25.
Yeah, pretty even match. We talked about each team late had some leads. Each team had some set points that they could have ended it on. Each team battled back, and we went a little overtime, 27-25. And the CAB report in game number 1, New Knoxville 14 kills. Perry earned 10 kills. New Knoxville 2 aces, Perry 3 aces. New Knoxville 2 termination blocks, and Perry had 1 termination block. New Knoxville, though, again, the attacking errors, 7 attacking errors in game 1. That a total of 11 mistakes compared to 9 for the Commodores. Again, pretty even stats, and leading the way attacking was Bryn Egbert with 6, Allie Top with 5. 3 girls from Perry with 3 kills each, Purnell, Hurston, and Lee.
We start us off New Knoxville serving, and there's a hit by Hurston on the dink for the point. We talked about the leading hitters. Bryn Egbert had a bunch of clutch kills down the stretch.
Yeah, they were at set point. They went to their leader attacker on the season, and she delivered some monstrous, well-struck balls, and you know, those are tough to stop. You either got to be exactly in the right spot, and they're going to catch you in the net, though. Her momentum kind of led her into the net, but yeah, she really finished off well, and when she got the front row, took advantage of that opportunity. And
yeah, that Allie Top had a nice run early in the game. Yep. So those two leading hitters on the team came through, and they needed every one of those points. Wellman with a big swing, blocked back by Perry.
Number 15, Alexa Burgess, and also 7, Mary Hurston, both teamed up there to get the block assist, and a quick lead now for the Commodores, 3-0. New Knoxville started out game 1, 4-0. Now Perry a chance to match that effort that the Rangers put on them in game 1.
Hard serve by Lee, and Rangers not able to get it across. Alexandra Lee, she's a setter, and she's also the second leading hitter on the team at 2 kills per set, behind Hurston at 3.1.
Yeah, she plays all the way around and does a lot for the Perry Commodores. There she is setting, as you mentioned, out of the back row. They run a 6-2 offense.
Side out to New Knoxville, and New Knoxville, their fans have come out in full force here tonight.
Yeah, there's a good, strong following here. Obviously, the drive for New Knoxville to Marion Local a little bit shorter maybe than from Perry, although Perry, a decent crowd. You can't tell it on your TV right now because all the fans are on this side, but pretty good attendance here for the sectional tournament final.
Bryn Egbert with another swing and a kill.
That's 7 of them now for the 6-foot sophomore, and she's really had a grown in a year, if you will, from last year being on the state championship team where she didn't get as many attempts, but this year got stronger and did a nice job last year as a freshman doing the role. This year she's taken on the attacking role and has done very nice.
Hard serve by Albers, but Perry able to handle it, and that will be 4 hits as that swing never made it over.
Caught the tape and evidently did not touch a defender, so a tough break for Egbert.
Perry in the NWCC, they finished a game behind Lima Tampa Christian, who was undefeated at 7-0. Perry was 6-1, followed by Ridgedale at 5-2, then USV at 3-3. That's blocked back, followed by Elgin, Hardin Northern, Waynesville Goshen is Ridgebond as Perry hits that out of bounds.
A good touch at the net between Puckett and Wellman to keep the first attack back on the Perry Commodore side, and Hurston went at it again and just struck it out of bounds on the sideline.
Egbert serve across. Cover, there's a dink there by number 30, Alana Muniz.
Again, another, let's call it spot placing kill. I don't know how to describe it. They've had a number of those where they've found a hole and pushed it there.
I call those a power dink.
Power dink?
Yeah.
You know, it's something. It's worked well. They've taken advantage of the opportunities and hitting the holes.
Wellman got under that one a bit. And Perry will take a 7-3 lead. Their coaches, Jody Cartagena, as we'll have a precision strip timeout by New Knoxville. We'll step aside. You're watching Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Coming out of this precision strip timeout, see the Perry Commodores starts to say their head coach in their third year's Jody Cartagena. That's close to a nearby town about 5 miles around Cartagena. So
yeah, it makes it easy for us to pronounce. Yeah. But yeah, her third season, and Coach Lammer's on the other side of the net, her first season. So some young head coaches, if you will.
Knoxville not able to get the serve across. That was by Hurston.
Ace then? Never made a clean
Never
play.
made it across, so yeah, it would be an ace. Wasn't really any mishits, if you will. There's a hard serve. Egbert able to get a swing on it, and Top able to get it over in three, and Knoxville survives that one. Back set, and that's hit across by Perry. Top with the hit down the blockers.
The Rangers needed something, and they get something from their senior attacker, and it cuts into the Perry lead as, you know, there for a while. That was a big point. Marion Knoxville was down by 5. You hate to get down by too much. That would have been a 6-point hole early in the set.
Big swing there by Purnell, blocked partially at the net. Topple swing, James, Lee. That'll be Burgess, will put it into the net. A point for the Rangers.
Boy, they have a lot of action in the front row. They have a lot of, like last time Purnell went up to attack, and I believe it was also kind of going up as like a decoy. You know, a lot of bodies flying, trying to throw the Ranger defense off to which attacker is hitting it. And
they'll call a double hit there on the third hit by Perry. So the Rangers
after the first contact, you've got to make sure touches close. 2 and 3 are perfect. I mean, the first contact, the mishandling is, I won't say allowed, but it is. I mean, you're allowed to, but after that, it's got to be clean.
Purnell close to being over the line in the middle as Lammers with the hit from the right side. Pushed across deep, and that was a push by Purnell.
You know what, there, I don't know if it was by luck or by accident or if she knew it, but she pushed it where New Knoxville's setter was. Remember, Addison Albers is a setter coming out of the back row, so it's hit at her. She's releasing to go to the front row, and, you know, sometimes you have to play the first touch. You have to also then rely on the back row. It caused a decision to happen, and it was the wrong one.
You'll see that a lot. Teams will, if they have to just hit it over on 3, they try to hit it where the setter is. That time she was able to hit it across, and that was followed up by an ace.
Back-to-back quick points, yeah.
By Carly Dalton. Another hard serve dug by Wingler. They'll set Lammers. Perry's recovering. There's Lee. Dig by Egbert around the rafters, and it falls. That's the difference in the hanger here, this old style, and about every other gym in this area, the newer gyms, you can bump it about as high as you want to, but.
Yeah, New Knoxville, you know, obviously has a nice gym for volleyball. Very few balls get obstructed by the ceiling. We've seen it twice for New Knoxville and once against Perry tonight where it's worked in the wrong favor, if you will.
There's Lee again with a directional hit or power dink, if you will.
Power dink. I haven't heard that since 1989, maybe.
That's when I was. That was back when
you were power dinking?
My spikes were power dinks.
Or were you power drinking?
No,
power dinking. That was after.
Oh, the Rangers hit.
Whoa.
Back, and that will fall. Olivia Lambert's persistent.
Did she touch it again? I don't think she did because it was never touched. Okay, I think it'll count. I mean,
whatever you want to score it there. I think she might have. I thought she got a hand on it.
Okay,
there, so we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She registers a kill. It's Lainey Meyer with the serve. Nice bump there by Bryce James. There's a block by the Rangers for the point.
11 and 17, Albers and Top. Each of them had a block assist in game 1. Each of them now earned their second one here in game 2 and bring the Rangers back to within 4.
12-8 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Sophomore Lainey Meyer with a strong serve. From the right side, there's Munez. Lammer's not able to make it across, and a side out to the Commodores.
5 attack errors here in game number 2 against the Rangers. They had 7 in game 1 attack errors, so 12 errors so far in this match, and all 5 of their mistakes in game 2 have been attacking errors.
James serve across. Top off the blockers. Nice dig by James. She's a very good libero.
Wow.
And that would not able to get it over.
So the kill for the Rangers.
Their libero, though, Bryce James.
Covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, she covers a lot of ground in the back row in the dark jersey.
And she's made some nice defensive plays tonight.
Has had Lauren Wingler, the libero for New Knoxville, as that one goes into the net. Lauren Wingler follow up on that. The MAC teams came out. Lauren Wingler got second team honors. Also, Bryn Egbert, honorable mention.
Yep, well deserved. You know, a team that didn't have a lot of wins, you still get some recognition. People see, you know, it's the ability and the effort you put forth, and those awards are nice and should be well deserved and well appreciated.
Egbert this time from the right side had to pause. All the Rangers are looking for a touch. And that meant, and the whole team saying, and they will get the call, as I don't know if one of the line officials said it or one of the officials must have said, yes, it was a touch.
When
you see a whole team.
I know.
When I see a whole team react, you know, I don't think the whole team's trying to sell the call. They must
have been obvious to them on the court.
Yep. Nice save there by Lammers. Hit across by Egbert. Nice hit by Purnell. Nice save. Falls to the floor. Laney Meyer with a dig kill.
Yeah, we've talked about a power dink. Now we'll have a dig kill by Laney Meyer. A good defensive play by the sophomore. Number 3 on the roster, her first kill of the match. A big one for New Knoxville, brings them back to within 1.
She went all out to get that ball, and she was rewarded with the point for her team as she bumps it there. A set over to Lammers. She dinks it. Close to the net. It's Lee. Never made it across. And the Rangers have now tied it up 13-13.
Nice run by New Knoxville. Remember, they opened up game 2 trailing 4-0. And have had to battle back since then. I think the lead had got up to as much as 5, and then Coach Lammers had a timeout and have earned a tie right now at 13 apiece.
Anderson's swing goes into the net, and the Rangers with their first lead here in the second set.
Each team having numerous attack errors. Perry now with 6 attack errors in game 2, New Knoxville with 5.
Knoxville, the number 6 seed. They advanced with win over Ada. Perry got the bye, their number 5 seed. Hit across in the first one there by Lammers. Lee with the spike. Hit back over by Egbert. Bumps it over to Lee. She'll try to dink it. There's Lammers again. We go to Egbert. Nice block there by Purnell. Around the rafters, and Lammers able to bump it across. Wrap around to Purnell, and it falls.
Purnell had a nice rotation there. She had some good touches at the net and then gets rewarded with her second kill there, getting it through the defense or the attempted block of New Knoxville.
Purnell averages 1.9 sets or kills a set. Fortunately puts that one into net as Kiana Wellman comes into the front row as Lauren Wingler, junior libero, back to serve for the Rangers. Perry, bump set to Hurston, off the blockers. Another successful dink for the Commodores.
They've really frustrated the Rangers with that, because by the time you suck in to cover the dinks, then you expose the holes in the back. But Hurston's done a nice job of ball placement tonight. She now has 5 kills in the match.
There's an ace by Lexana Lee.
Her second of the match, and again, that tweener spot right between 2 players, and neither one quite sure who's going to take it, so they slide their defense back a bit. And
winner of this game will take the winner of Minster and Marion's the second game. You see the Minster team in the background behind New Knoxville watching, and there's an overpass put away there by Hurston.
Again, athletic play by Hurston at the net. She's done a lot of good decision making on offense, and there took advantage of the overpass, played it cleanly, dumped it down in the Ranger right front open corner for her 6th kill of the match.
Lee served, dug by Egbert.
Oh, tough.
Over on 2. Egbert tried to bump it deep, too deep. And now a 3-point lead for Perry. 18-15 on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Rangers will take their second timeout on another timeout sponsored by Precision. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports. coming out of this precision strip timeout. You see the Rangers around first-year head coach Madison Lamers as they tried to regroup, down by 3.
Yeah, they battled back, took a brief lead. Now the Perry Commodores have come back, and I think Coach Lamers just kind of frustrated with some of the communication and, you know, some errors that they should have not had. So take a timeout while he still got some game left and force the old timeout jinx curse.
Yeah, I'd like to see the statistic on how many bad serves there are after a timeout. It's much higher than the normal service error rate.
In the Knoxville semifinal game, it was a lot. About every timeout, it seemed like it resulted in a point for the other team, or the team that took the timeout, and also jump-started them to a run of offense.
Albers sets Egbert with a kill. Bryn Egbert.
Well, here we've had timeout, service error, and then a momentum attack kill by Egbert. A lot of velocity, so Rangers on a bit of a run. They still trail by 1, but timeout, it seems like it's paid off here for Coach Lammers.
Freshman setter Addison Albers with a strong serve. Dug in the back row. They go to Hurston with another dink in the point. Right behind. They like to dink off to the right side as they see the court.
She's done that at least 3 times out of the middle position. And numerous other times I know she's attacked at various spots and done a nice job.
It's close to the net. Not able to get a good set over there, and a point for the Commodores.
Well, just like that, the Commodores, Dave, they squelched the Ranger momentum and build on, again, back-to-back quick points, quick ways to grow your lead in this case for the Commodores.
Little mix-up. Get over on Hurston. They'll bump set it to Egbert, and that will go a little bit long.
But we got a touch. Anyway.
I wasn't sure what the signal was. The other line judge says the touch. The one that was calling the line waved it out, but the Cabot corner one had the touch.
Yeah, and I think the umpire will explain what happened. There was a touch, and that was what was called. It wasn't the outer in signal. It was a touch by.
He was trying to call a touch there.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a touch by that corner official.
And there's an ace by Bryn Egbert. So after that, little controversial there. The Rangers are now within 1.
Again, back-to-back quick points. You get a break on the momentum play. Perry thought they had it. Knoxville walks away. There's some confusion. People upset. Bam, you slap an ace on it, and suddenly it's a 1-point game.
Egbert digged in the back row.
Rangers are like this. Free ball, chance to go to offense aggressively.
Albers over the top. Nice dig by Purnell. They'll have to try to hit it over on 3. They can't, and we are tied at 20-20.
Game of momentum. We've seen each team kind of take a little bit of runs here and there. Now the Rangers have come up big late in game 2.
Egbert, there's James with the dig. They go Hurston from their right side, and she splits the back row for the point.
5 kills in game 2 for the 6-foot junior. She's done a lot of smart attacking tonight. That time, a well-struck ball, a little bit more velocity on it than what we've seen from her. But nonetheless, it's her 5th kill of game 2, or 8th of the match.
Hurston serves, dug by Top. Back set to Wellman. Nice attack, but too strong. Commodores with a 2-point lead.
Unfortunately, it went long, but you like to see the aggressiveness, the strong attack. Just didn't get on top of it enough.
Hurston, Alley Top with a dig. Albers will go back to Alley. There's James again.
Very solid tonight for James.
Burgess, nice save by Albers. Bump set, she flat-footed across. There's Wingler to cover it. Top off the blockers, I believe. Oh no, it's not off the blockers. They'll say it's long, and it's point for Perry.
It didn't miss by much, missed by enough, I guess. But yeah, tough break for New Knoxville. Again, that's now their 9th attack error in game 2.
There's a close one. Egbert able to dig it. They're just only able to free ball. They can't do that, and it is set point. 24-20 for Perry. They've made 4 straight points.
Again, Perry will take the point, but it's been some miscommunication by the Rangers. Just are not good first touches to get the ball into offense.
Here's a good pass to Albers. It's close to the net. Top able to stay out of the net. There's Burgess. She tries to find that spot and hits it wide. So
Good job by Allison Top reading the path of the ball. She chased it, saw it was going out, threw her hands up, yelled out, but a nice right idea by Burgess trying to find an open corner. It's worked for him tonight. Didn't work that time.
Kiana Wallman's serve. Hit by Purnell. Bump set to Lammers. Nice hit there. Across her body by Olivia Lammers.
Difficult swing there. The ball had to come across, and it didn't quite make it, but she's able to, a strong effort to push it that way legally and kind of catch the Commodores off balance a little bit from the angle she attacked it from.
Purnell off the blockers, and that will do it for Perry as they prevail in the second set, 25-22. Both teams have now won a set. Both teams will go back to their bench, talk strategy for game 3, and we'll come back for that game 3 here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to the hangar at Maria Stein Marion Local High School. We've had a very even match so far. Knoxville won the first game 27-25. Perry came back 25-22 in the second set.
Yeah, battled back and forth. We expected a close match between a 5 and a 6, and we're getting exactly that. It's been competitive volleyball. Each team, though, has made some mistakes, and for the Rangers, 10 attack errors in game 2 helped again the Commodores. They had 11 attack errors. 7 attack errors in game 1, 10 in game 2. But they continue to strike the ball hard to the Rangers. And in game 2, the Rangers had 10 kills. Perry had 11, so 1 extra kill for the Commodores. 1 service ace for the Rangers, 3 service aces for the Commodores in game 2. And each team recorded a termination block. New Knoxville with 10 attack errors. Perry also with 10 errors. 7 of those were attacking errors, 2 serve errors, and a ball handling mistake. Those are your numbers, and a close battle it was. And 1-1 is the score in the match. That's the important thing that counts. And game 3 now set, and I believe it will be
Perry to serve, I believe, again. They alternate serves. They do a flip to start the game, and then they alternate, and if they get to 5, they do another flip to see who. It used to be in the 5th you could decide on side or serve. Now they don't switch in between sets like they used to. So both teams stay on their own side, so whoever wins the 5th one. We'll see if we get to the 5th set. It would not surprise me, as this has been about as even as you could be. It'd be Lexana Lee serving for the Commodores off the top of the net, dug by Top, and over on 2 by Addison Albers.
nice decision. And sometimes when that happens, it's not hit hard enough. But this time the defense was sucked up, and she's able to get it over row 1 and row 2, drop in the back corner. Her first kill for the 5'8" freshman.
Libero Lauren Wingler. Set to Burgess, block back, and now hit across, but wide, and a point for the Rangers. Seems like both games, one of the teams has started out 4-0. New Knoxville the first time and won. Perry the second time. Knoxville half that way so far, a 2-0 lead. And I just jinxed him as Hurston dinks it for the point.
But she's been very effective out of that middle spot for the Commodores tonight. She now has 9 kills in the match, and probably 3 or 4 of them have been in the middle, where she simply dumped it into the left front corner on the Rangers side of the court.
Lainey Meyer with the dig. They try to set over to Egbert. She was pretty far back, and we are tied at 2.
One of those types, you maybe like to redo that and say she wants to hit it aggressively, but you think, well, you're off balance, you're going backwards, just, quote, get it over. Of course, when you start playing passive, the other team gets a great opportunity to run offense, so it's tough to, especially when you have the power to do that. You think you're invincible, you can do it all the time.
But the difference you see there was a nice pass.
Yes.
Albers was able to set it right across, and Egbert was probably exactly, it was set perfect.
Yeah, it was. And you know what? The error she had, I mean, we've seen girls do that, and they make it over the net. You don't think anything about it. They do it. They make it look pretty easy.
Burgess hits it over. Albers, Wellman can't make it across. We are tied at 3. Winner of this game will play the winner of the 2 versus 3. Number 2, Marion Local, the home team, against number 3, Minster. They met very early in the season. Marion won in 3 very close games.
I think some of those were overtime games.
Yes, it was Egbert from the right side. The scores, I think the first game went like 25-12 to Marion. And then the second and third game, Marion won 30-28 and 27-25. Minster in both those games out-hit Marion, but could not win. Probably think they should have won. They had a lot of missed serves, so we'll see what happens in the second game. But right now we have a good first match as Allie Top puts her down.
You can tell, obviously, when people connect just right, it's like, whoa, it catches. I mean, that was struck pretty well. Smoked, top spin, difficult for the Commodores defenders to make a play on it. I mean, that's the difference between a wall-struck ball and, you know, the other ones when they're not as crisply hit. Usually the defenders can make a play on it then.
Wellman, nice hit from the right side, Kiana Wellman.
Yeah, they brought her around a little bit. Usually she attacks out the middle, and that looked like a little, like you said, kind of wrap around. She actually hit it out of the right front, and more importantly, made good contact, good swing on the volleyball.
Bad serve will put a side out, and into the game will be Carly Dalton, junior setter. She and Lee are the 2 setters in this 6-2 offense for Coach Jody Cartagini. Set and top, and she finds the spot. Allie Top.
Give her 9 in the match. She had 5 in game 1, 2 last game, and then 2 here just back-to-back almost for the Rangers.
Olivia Lammers into the front row as Kiana Wellman to serve with a 3-point lead. Pivotal third set will break the tie. Both of them have 1-1 as that serve does not, or that receive doesn't make it across.
That's one of the few mistakes Bryce James has had. She's been a lot of the recipients of first touches for the Commodores, and for the most part has done a nice job. That one kind of took advantage of her.
Miss hit there. Perry 16-6. They had losses to Ada, Allen East, Miller City, and Wayne Trace earlier. They were 6-4, and then they ran off 7 in a row in the middle of the season. They lost to Riverdale and Lima Temple Christian. They won their last 2 against Van Loo and Ridgedale for their 16-6 mark as Lexana Lee with a kill there.
6 in the match now for the 5'9" junior. Yeah, had a rough start to the season, but really you look at their last X amount of games, a very impressive record.
Yeah, they've won, let's see, 9 of their last 11. So a lot of, as that one sails long, about this whole bracket is either MAC schools or NWCCs. On the other side of the bracket right now being played, New Bremen and Upper Scioto Valley. New Bremen, we hear, has won the first 2 sets. The second game over at New Bremen is Temple Christian in Spencerville, number 4 and 10. Actually, we get a update from our producer, Scott Robinson, and New Bremen victorious as they will move on to the district. This year, the district is at Walpock on top of the nice hit. And that will fall. Wapakoneta for long years has been the side of the district basketball, boys and girls, and first year I can recall that they've been the volleyball district. So
yeah, volleyball is really surprised. Usually see Lida has been a host, or like Coldwater in the past. So I don't know if volleyball's ever been there, honestly, in Walpock. So.
I don't remember it that I can recall.
And you've been around for a long time. You would know.
You've been around almost as long. So.
But I don't save all the information like you do.
There's a point.
Killed by Olivia Lammers.
So 12-5. And there's a timeout. Coach Cartagena will call the timeout. Again, all the timeouts this year sponsored by Precision Strip. You're watching Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Coming out of this precision strip timeout that was called by Perry. You see Madison Lamers talking to her young New Knoxville squad. They opened up a nice lead at 12-5.
Yeah, they got off to a good start. You jinxed them. They didn't get the 4-0 lead like the first two games the winner earned, but they've come alive here. They've had some good attacking, limited errors so far, and they've let their offense take advantage of it.
Lainey Meyer continues to serve for the Rangers. Purnell will try to hit it. She hit it flat-footed and out of bounds. The Rangers continue to break open what was a close game, now leading by 8.
That's the biggest lead, I think, all night between either team in the first two games. We've never had a lead.
What did they call here? As they were... Did they call... They said that point is actually for Perry. So they gave it there. I did not see the signal what they had. What was... It was a mishit by Perry, unless they called something when New Knoxville hit it.
Or maybe a net violation.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably what happened.
We'll go with the Ranger might have been in the net.
There is a double hit. Again, on that close call on the second hit, so...
Yeah, it all kind of evens out, I guess. You know, it's sort of like, I wish sometimes it'd be nice. I mean, wish we knew what was going on, but it's like just a simple mic for the official. Here's what our call was, just to avoid any. But
they do it in Major League Baseball after reviews, and finally, so there's Addison Albers did a nice job of staying out of the net and able to find a spot across the blockers.
And she's a front row player, so she's allowed to attack. That's 2 kills for Addison Albers here. She had the other one where she was, took the second attack and pushed it deep. That time more of a downward spike attempt.
Hurston with a swing that time, and we will have a Ranger in the net.
Number 10 was in the net. Hurston will get the kill. So Egbert committed contact with the net on the block attempt.
And the Rangers, when you have a lead like this, there's just a natural tendency to relax a little bit, but want to keep that edge as long as you can.
And for the Rangers, you got to get the ball back. You can't let the Commodores get consecutive points.
Egbert will dink it, covered by the Commodores. Back set pushed in the corner there by 35, Isabella Anderson.
Well, that's been their strength tonight. They've placed the ball nicely. We've seen New Knoxville pound some attacks. Commodores have also, but they've also placed it very nicely. Back corners, front corners, they've hit it where they put the ball where the Rangers have not been able to cover.
And the way they've done it, I don't know if they were at the game Tuesday night, if they scouted, they saw an opening and
good point.
Watched them, or something they've kind of learned as this match has gone on.
There might be something they look for. Maybe they have an idea of what they see, and if they see this, and this, then this should be open, and they've done a nice job taking advantage of as Wingler gets the service ace.
Nice serve by the lefty Lauren Wingler.
Keyword lefty. When you do Ranger games in our gym,
and that floats right inside the corner. It looked like it was going to go out, and I think it moved down.
When we do our games at New Knoxville, we sit behind the server.
Oh, right.
And sometimes that left-handed ball just comes off differently. It floats. She has a nice little knack, and I think sometimes just being the left-handed attempt throws people off.
There's a nice block as Bryn Egbert is right there as they try to go over on 2.
I'll give her the block, but boy, it was almost like a spot, an attack the way she went down. Very well timed, and a solo block she'll get. And a big 10-point lead.
18-8. They have stretched the lead even more. There's a free ball. See if they take advantage. Wrap around to Wellman, block back. Able to get it across. They'll go over to Hurston. She has that power dink again for the point.
She's been a machine and just continues to sense or feel where the Ranger hole is on defense. And She continues to play well. 11 kills now for the 6-foot junior. Does a nice job finding a hole in the defense.
Egbert a little further away, far from the net.
It'll work. Oh,
it works.
Yeah, she'll get the kill, and like right there. You know, last time we kind of said, well, when you're off balance and going away from net, don't just get over. That time, again, they attack from all over. Those aren't awkward shots in their mind, so she went at it and got the kill.
Elena Puckett back into the front row as Addison Albers serves it across. Back set to Hurston. Nice save by Wingler. They'll set Wellman. She regroups and hits it over. And there will be a double hit on 2. And there's always that balance between you don't want to make a lollipop hit that makes it very easy for a hard-hitting team, but you don't want to give them what you don't want to hit it into the net either. It's
true, but you try to find that. Obviously, girls don't try to make mistakes, but you know that if you hit it soft, they're going to go right back into offense. So you want to make it difficult.
Egbert will swing a little too long as that one almost floated in.
When she first hit it, I thought it might be in the stands.
Yeah.
But really, it landed right around the line judge, and he had to make it, it was a lot closer than what I thought. But that's just a third attack error for New Knoxville. They have 20 points. They're up 20-10. They've only had 3 hitting errors in game 3.
Hard serve by Hurston, dug by Top. Egbert with a swing. Great approach as she reset and got her steps right. Nice kill there by Bring Egbert.
Nice ball placement. They got a good contact. Albers was able to put the ball on the tee, and you've seen what Egbert can do when she gets her steps down and gets the rhythm. It's a pretty tough ball to play defense against.
Wellman, nice hit as it went pretty deep for her, really. Goes over to Top. Angle just outside. Good idea there by Allie Top.
Yeah, right idea is correct. And she hit it pretty well, but just didn't get enough of it in bounds, and it sails out of bounds. So break for the Commodores. They need to go on a run here. They trail by 10. Not many points remain in game 3 for the Rangers to take a 2-1 lead. So the Commodores have to find some offense here. It's got to start with their defense.
Dalton serve dug by Egbert. Wellman will take a swing. There's Hurston. Dalton Lee will push it. Albers not able to handle that one. A point for the Commodores.
Probably wishes she could have that one back. It wasn't that well struck, and trying to make contact. She's again trying to get to the front row, and they hit at the setter. She's got to make a play. Do I stay or should I stay or should I go? And just didn't make a clean touch on it.
If I go, there will be trouble.
Oh my!
And that will sail wide.
We better stop with our singing.
Timeout on the floor by the Rangers. Coach Lammers trying to correct things. We'll step aside on this precision strip timeout here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Coming out of the precision strip timeout, the Rangers still in control, but the lead has gone down to 8.
If you're New Knoxville, they were up by 10, 20-10. Now it's 8. You think, let's get a stop. If you're Perry, you're probably thinking, how are we going to come back? But, it's just a matter of what side of the fence you're rooting for with the momentum here. New Knoxville has played a very nice game 3, have faltered here a little bit late.
There's the dink by Purnell. And that will fall.
That was by Rema Purnell, correct, number 5?
Yes.
And, now it's down to 7. So the Commodores haven't given up. They realize they have a long road ahead of them, but they've made the plays here as of late to start their comeback.
There goes to Top. Dug by Lee. Set in the middle, Purnell. That will sail long.
Thought maybe the set was a little short, not quite high enough, and the timing just wasn't quite right.
As a couple of the Perry players were looking for a touch.
No, that might have. I didn't see it again. I usually follow the ball out of bounds. You know where it goes.
Yep. Good serve as Perry player decided to let it go, and Kiana Wellman, it's an ace on the floor right inside the line.
2 aces for Wellman in this game number 3, and again a 50-50 ball that for Wellman finds pay dirt. And that's her 23rd ace, 24th ace of the season, but the service error will give it back.
The gentleman who's the line judge, the gray-haired gentleman on the right side, has had to work. He has had a lot of calls.
Yeah, and I think you've been right. He's had his workload. There's been a lot of close calls for him to make.
And it could be he may not have another close call the rest of the match. Top off the blockers. Purnell takes something off it and finds a spot in the middle.
Then you sit here and you wonder, how did New Knoxville get ahead 20-10? And now the past few points, it's the Commodores that have outscored them 6-3. Fortunately for the Rangers, they just need 2 more points. But the momentum has switched to the Commodores.
There's James with the dig. Pushed across by Lee. Wingler, that will rattle around in the rafters, and a point for Perry. And you and I both know how momentum is in volleyball, and this momentum may not help. It might be too late for Perry, but if nothing else, they're building towards next game.
Yeah, you hate to get smoked in one game, but a comeback here, you know, who knows how this game will end, but you want to finish strong. And right now, Commodores a lot of rhythm, and the lead is now down to 5.
Coach Lammers will call her second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to let you know NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays. Tonight's high school tournament volleyball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. The replay times are Friday, November 4th at 5 p.m., Saturday, November 12th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. 23-18 on our First National Bank scoreboard. This is the biggest lead somebody's had late in a set so far, but remembering that the Rangers had a 10-point lead, Coach Lammers like, I'm going to call timeout now.
It's just been some awkward plays again for New Knoxville. You know, they've hit some balls long. They hit one in the rafter, you know, just trying to make a play, probably not used to it. The ball goes up and rattles around, drops down for another Commodore point. Haven't had great attacks that we've seen in rhythm like they did early in the game. Again, what causes that? You know, it's rhythm, it's consistency, it's putting the ball into play cleanly. And when you're in rhythm, it works. And when you get out, it's sometimes tough to get it back.
Olivia Lammers with a big hit from the left side.
Another close call for the gentleman down there, but the right call is Lammers. You know, her strike right there looked like it was maybe going to be out. It was close, but a set point for the Rangers.
Laney Meyer will try to finish it here and take a 2-1 lead for the Rangers. Dig by James. Dalton set Purnell. There's the dink, and it works again for Perry. It's like they have it where that M is, the top left part of that M is like almost an X for Perry, but they still have the work to do. They have 5 more set points to overcome for New Knoxville. Dig by Egbert. Albers goes to Lammers. Olivia with the dink. And that will be a double hit. And that game will go to the Rangers. They are victorious. They, on our First National Bank scoreboard, they win 25-19. They now take a 2-1 lead. As both teams will regroup, we'll return for Game 4 here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth.
Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
As we go to the fourth set, the Rangers, they prevail in the third set. They now have a 2-1 lead as they win the third set, 25-19 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Played really well at the beginning and through the middle of it, got a 20-10 lead. Then things got a little dicey as they kind of had some mistake. A lot of their errors came late in that set. The Commodores started playing better, forcing the Rangers into some of those hitting errors, and came to be a much closer game than what maybe it thought it would be. Our finishing numbers look like this for game 3. New Knoxville 15 kills, Perry 9 kills, 4 service aces for New Knoxville, 0 for Perry, and 0 termination blocks. Neither team recorded a block for point. New Knoxville 9 errors in game number 3, Perry with 8. But the attacking for the Rangers a little bit too much, and their strong serving, creating 4 service aces, seems to be the difference. But Perry did play better, as you mentioned, the momentum. They've got a little bit of confidence. They know they maybe gave that one away, or, dug a hole they couldn't get out of with their poor play early, but boy, finished strong, made it a game.
When New Knoxville can stay in system, I guess you can say this for a lot of teams, but what they have a big difference between in system and out. So when they're in system, they can get the good sets to Top and to Egbert, and then also
Wellman in the middle. Yep.
Lammers. They look really good. It's when they get out of system and they struggle a bit. They seem like they have more hard hits tonight than what Perry's had.
Correct. And Perry, I thought, has been more delicate with their fine finesse, let's say, placing the ball, and they've done a nice job. That's worked for them. New Knoxville's going with power time and time again for the most part, and that's worked for them. But it's been errors. I mean, I said no one plays a perfect game, but it's who makes the most positive plays usually is the winner.
Lauren Wingler will drop one in. Another one, the lefty in that far left corner. That had nice topspin again.
I don't know if because she's left-handed, the ball spins differently, and the earth is spinning one direction, her ball spins the other, but it floated and it dropped.
To me, there's an inordinate amount of girls that serve left-handed this year. Seems like there's a lot of lefties this year. Maybe I'm just thinking wrong. And there's a hit by Hurston, and she found an opening. Smart hit.
Yeah, smart, the key word. Her name and smart in the same sentence. She's been very smart tonight, going up and putting the ball where there is no one standing. It makes pretty good sense. Hit them where they're not.
Hit them where they ain't.
Yeah, hit them where they. I was an English person, so okay. I tried to speak correctly, but hit them where they ain't.
Yeah, it comes from a baseball reference from Wee Willie Keeler from, I think, the late 1800s. Is that a mishit?
Yeah, that's one of those times where, again, kind of an awkward angle. Couldn't go at it full bore, so now you got to go to plan B and figure out, okay, how do I attack? I don't want to give him something easy. I'll try to push it just over the net, but not make it easy for him. And, never got across to make the play happen. So 2-1 to score.
Egbert, a nice hit. She was behind the 10-foot line.
Yeah, what'd I say? Well, just get over. Well, she did. It was a top spin. She went aggressive, and it's not like the first time she's done that. So once in a while, a miscue. More times than not, though, it goes over. In this case, it results in a kill. And that is 15 kills for Egbert through where we're at now, into the fourth game.
Number 4, Melena Puckett again into the front row as Albers serves. Perry hits it across.
Oh, that was, 7, Hurston with the kill.
Yeah.
But again, another slap shot, nothing really direct, but hit it in those awkward positions, spots. Knoxville got a hand on him, but couldn't come up with a clean play.
Anderson did by Top. Bump set to Egbert from the back row. Nice save there by Anderson. Rangers not able to save it. Nice hit there by Anderson.
Yeah, she had a nice dig. I really thought New Knoxville was going to earn the point. Isabella Anderson, a 5'5" senior, came up, made the great play. Again, pushed it to where New Knoxville wasn't able to make a good first contact and never could run it down for the save.
Hit by Wellman, and Kiana Wellman with a nice hit.
It hung up in the rafters, almost gave the Commodores a chance, but it does fall to the ground, and in system, look at the difference. I mean, confidence, she struck it pretty well. That's, you know, she's come a long way, and that's a big key to the Knoxville offense. If you get her going, she played very well in the Ada game.
Yeah. And this, New Knoxville is probably as that miss hit. New Knoxville is probably as inexperienced of a team as anybody coming back, as they graduated the state championship team that had played together for a lot of years. And there'll be a quick timeout by Coach Lammers. And we'll step aside. You're watching tournament volleyball here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome back. As you see Coach Lammers trying to guide this young team. She takes a quick timeout with they're down 5-3.
Yeah, they're young. They haven't, you know, it's the end of the season, so they've played 23 matches, but, you know, most of these players other than Egbert were JV last year or junior high in the case of the setter, Albert. So, you know, and the competition level is very intense around this area. So, you know, they've grown, and it's not easy. I mean, even for the, let's say, the veteran clubs. But nice swing there by Wellman, her second kill of game 4. But you grow, you get confidence. I think when people start making positive plays, it spreads. And, you know, if someone just get it started, you know, you'll have a lot of followers, and then it becomes contagious. And that's what the Rangers are looking for. Consistent, positive plays to help them through these games.
Purnell mishits it. The Rangers are tied. Rangers did not win a game in the MAC this year. We're competitive in several matches, but have come on strong. At one time, they were 2-13. As that one misses. They had lost 10 in a row in a tough stretch there, and then they won in a quad match they had at home against Stivers, Elida, and Killida. Then they lost 4 in a row at the end of the season before they had the comeback win over Ada on Tuesday night.
And they finished with some tough competition. I know Parkway was one of them. Versailles might have been in there as well, but Parkway, they played a really good game 1, very competitive, and gave Parkway a handful. And then games 2 and 3 kind of lost their focus, if you will, or their consistency. That ball never went across.
The MAC this year is as strong as about ever. There's 7 teams that ended up ranked. Minster ended up getting in the final ranking at 19, even though they were 10 and 12 on the season. How many other leagues have somebody get ranked when they have a losing record? But that's the respect the MAC has earned through the years. As Meyer goes long, and congratulations to New Bremen and Coldwater as they win the MAC at 8-1, followed by Marion Local, who at a long time was leading the MAC.
They beat Bremen. They jumped to number 1 in the state. Then they don't lose a game, and they dropped to 2, and then they end up losing to Versailles.
And Coldwater. There's no slouch there. They lost to both of them on the road, but we'll see them in the second game tonight. Back to this action. Top. That one did not make it over her last swing, and that will give the Commodores an 8-6 lead.
Perry playing much better here in game number 4. They got off to a rough start in 4, never came back, and Knoxville kind of rolled there for a while. Now the Commodores a chance to grow the lead.
Top with a nice swing. Good set there by Addison Albers.
Had good offense and rhythm, and Top did a nice job with her approach. Her timing was exceptional, and again, when you hit it that hard, it's really tough to stop unless you're in the exact correct position.
Allie Top back to serve. Chance to tie if they can win this point. Another nice dig by James. Purnell through the blockers. Brema Parnell.
She's had a steady performance tonight. 3 kills in game 1, 3 in game 2, 3 in game 3. That one there gives her 10 in the match.
Adding on to 3, she's one of 3 seniors on the team with Bryce James and also Isabella Anderson. Egbert, there's the approach. I can almost just watch her footwork and approach, and you know if it's going to be a good kill.
I was just going to say the same thing. You almost like count it, because when she gets that little running like stutter step and the ball's out in front of her, we haven't seen her get stopped. It's, you know, when she's out of rhythm, or, you know, the placement of the ball's off because of this or that, it's a different attack. But There should have been an illegal hit, and there is.
Yeah, and Egbert has the height. She definitely has the strength.
Yep.
Those two things, and when you add this nice set, as Addison Alberts has done a nice job all night long.
That's tough work. I mean, these teams make it look easy, but that first contact is difficult.
Yep. And there will be Wellman with the approach, just a little bit long. Good swing by Kiana Wellman. As Lexana Lee will go back. Rangers get within. They tied that time.
Yep.
Not able to take the lead, but Lee back. So Knoxville leads 2-1. Egbert, another good approach.
Yep.
And you know the result.
Yeah, she smoked it well, and that gives her now 17 kills, 6, 4, 4, and 3. So 10, 14, and 3 is 17 kills in the match unofficially, but that a little bit above her season average of 2.5 per game.
Elena Puckett back into the front row as Albers with the serve. Burgess will dink it back on the Perry side. This time Hurston. There's Egbert.
Oh, tough swing. Yeah, that was an awkward angle, but she's able to keep it alive.
One of her few attempts tonight. There's a bump set to Egbert, and Egbert did a nice adjustment there as she had to step back a little bit in order to get squared up.
Yeah, that time the rhythm was off a little bit, but able to kind of build it back. But boy, the power she delivered right there. She's really struck them nicely here in game 4. Some very vicious attacks.
Rangers now with the 1-point lead, 11-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Burgess with a nice hit. Alexis Burgess, junior hitter.
Kind of caught me off guard. I hadn't really seen her go at it, but she went up and really had some good arm swing. That's her first kill of the night. And powered it through there, but some good contact. And again, the force of her swing went through the Ranger defense.
Close to the net. Albers, nice set to Wellman. Dinks it with a good result.
Good decision by Wellman, and the tip was nice. It wasn't too high because you can't loft it too much. Defenses are too good. They'll cover it up. She got it just over the blocker and dropped it down to touch. Couldn't be played. A kill for Wellman.
Egbert now to the back row as Allie Top rotates into the front. Free ball over the Rangers. They'll go to Wellman. That one hits the top of the tape.
And there the timing looked off. You know, the angle of her body tilted back a little bit, just didn't have it out where it needed to be. And sometimes you can still hit it over, but boy, if you're out of sync and still trying to smoke it, those attempts usually end up in the net, which is what happened there.
Mary Hurston, hard serve. This dig by Wingler. The right side, Wellman with the dink.
Well, Wellman taking a page out of the Perry Commodore playbook a little bit as of late with some nice, soft power dumps. Is that power dinks or
power dinks.
Placement shots, smart decisions?
Wellman goes back to serve. She has an ace.
That's 3 aces on the night for the junior, along with now 8 kills and a termination block.
Rangers lead by 2 in this close set. All of them been close except the third set. As there's Purnell, who probably hits the hardest of all of them.
Yeah, so far we've seen her really go out. I think Hurston probably could, but she usually is placing it. But yes, the close games, and even game 3, it ended up being a 5-point game, but Perry made it very interesting at the end. A good comeback by them.
Hard serve by Dalton. Lammers will hit a spot. Olivia Lammers hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but she's been efficient.
And again, she's got a swing that isn't vicious, but yet the ball still jumps off of her hand. It doesn't go at it like an Egbert swing does, but she does get the ball, and usually if it's top spin, it goes down, and that's half the battle, is just getting the ball down quicker.
Ace for Lainey Meyer.
She now has 4 service aces in the match. I'm sorry, take it back. Her first.
16-13 lead for the defending state champions from New Knoxville, Ohio. Always good to say that. Free ball again. Albers will go to top. Allison hits it through the rafters. Perry scrambles. Good chance, though, for the Rangers. This time they'll set Lammers. James with the dig. Lee powers it home.
Okay, that was maybe the strongest. I mean, there's another strong attack, and not that the Commodores can do it. They just have a different what do you say, attitude or
maybe
rhythm.
they thought at the last set New Knoxville was adjusting to it. Now we got to go back to power.
They were placing it very nicely in the first couple games, and power there won for the Commodores.
Back set to Lammers, and it falls.
Again, just enough contact, able to muscle through the would-be blockers, and that slowed it up enough, but too much that the Commodores couldn't make a clean play on it.
Top to serve, that brings Egbert rotating into the front row, having some trouble, but James able to get it over without hitting the rafters. Albers takes it over on 2, and there's James again. Lee, Wingler, Lammers.
Wow.
James, and a kill for Olivia Lammers.
A nice play by James. It might have been out, but, it's easy for us to judge it up here, but she has been all over the place. She gets down on the floor, pops right back up. Now, Wingler did a nice job with the Rangers as well, but James, I think, has more plays tonight. She's been very, I won't say category, but she's covered a lot of real estate.
Free ball did not make it over.
Again, try to be finesse. You don't want to give them a high lofty one. You want to sneak it over the net, kind of make it like a kill, but just miss-hit there by the Rangers and a break for the Commodores.
Raymond Parnell back to serve. Perry down by 3. They need to win this set if they want to keep going. Egbert with a good power hit. And that goes off the block. What did they call there, an antenna? I think it hit the antenna as the head official points to the antenna. We couldn't see it from, we're in the opposite end here.
It definitely was touched, but it could have hit the pin first.
Short serve. Lammers able to get it over on the 3rd hit.
Good job by Albers not getting an illegal contact on the 2nd one.
Kirsten can read the floor quite well. Once again, she finds them. She hits it where they ain't.
New Knoxville didn't get a good attack. It gave the Commodores a chance to go to offense, and you have Hurston, who's like a Ivy schooler there in the front row with where to put the ball. She connected for the point.
Back set to Lammers. Good hang time by Olivia. She hangs in the air and hits it deep for the spot.
Nice response by the Rangers here late in the game 4. An elimination game for the Commodores. The Rangers can wrap it up here, and Lammers got a good swing, kept it in play, and stopped the Perry momentum.
Second team All-MAC player Lauren Wingler serves it across. Melina Puckett back in the front row as we'll have a miss hit.
Well, hit the antenna, but off who?
Off of Perry. So it'll be a point. Let me reset the lineup. In the front row, we have Wellman, Egbert, and Albers. Meyer and Top in the back row, along with Wingler. As New Knoxville, the first team to 20. On the right side, it's Lee with a kill.
Good swing by Lexena Lee. That's her 3rd kill of game 4. That gives her a pretty good number as well. 3 and 2 is 5, 7, 10 kills in the match for Lexena Lee, 5'9" junior.
Burgess comes into the game, into the front row as Lee serves it across. A little bit of a miss hit results in a point. And then it hit it.
Okay. The rafters?
Yeah, the first bump was bad. It hit the rafters, and then unless you're a Marion local Flyer, it's hard to know how to play these rafters.
You don't get a lot of practice.
Yeah, there's a dig by Meyer, nobody home. And we are tied at 20. 20-20. Timeout Coach Lammers. Here in this game 4, we're watching tournament volleyball here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Take a look at the New Knoxville Rangers as Coach Lammer in her first year trying to guide these young Rangers into the district tournament. But right now we're tied at 20.
Well, the Commodores making it tough. They were down. They battled back. Have it knotted up here. A pivotal serve here coming up as a battle, for the final 5 points here and possibly overtime. But the Commodores have come up with some good serving here as of late to earn some points on the board.
Egbert down, and she had a great spike, but really set it up. She had a great bump.
Yeah, got it in rhythm. You talked about earlier, when you get in the system, as is the case with a lot of teams, the attacking is much more efficient, and she kind of diagonally attacked that one, open space on the Commodore defense.
Rangers with a 1-point lead.
Chance here, another opportunity.
Albers, Wellman dinks it, it's blocked back.
Who got it? 15
but into the net. Oh. Into the net. Hung a little too long. Perry in the net. 2-point lead.
Wellman with the kill. I missed it. I think it was on 15 in the net.
Yeah, he looked like a block, but he
fist and a 5. That's, I think, 15.
Albers, strong serve. There's James again. Hurston will try to dink it. Wingler covers it this time. Bumps at Egbert. Finds a dink there and finds the opening.
There's the changeup, but boy, James still got a hand on it. But that time, nice decision by Egbert to throw some off-speed changeup and earned a 23rd point.
Another precision strip timeout, this time called by Perry as they will take their first timeout. We'd like to thank some of our additional sponsors tonight. Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LC, Seichwerdem Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hilsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank, along with our camera guy here tonight, Kurt Kuffner, our director, Scott Robinson, Jeff Henshin here. Glad to bring you this sectional final here as the Knoxville Rangers just 2 points away from getting to the district tournament.
Yeah, sectional championship, and would mean a lot for this team. You look at the record, the frustration, you play good, but when you lose, it's never fun to lose. They played some volleyball against some good teams. They've improved, and sectional championship is a sectional championship, but they got some work to do here. Perry's not giving up. They've won, they're the 5th seed. They've won some ball games. They know what it's like to come back.
Big point coming off the serve is a nice serve by Albers. There's Hurston with a good swing, sails long, and match point coming up for the Rangers. Match serving 20 for the Rangers. The Rangers student section stand up in the middle. It's Hurston. She finds a power dink as they survive the first match point.
Good decision there by Hurston. Her last attack went long on one of her rare swinging attacks, but it went back to what's been reliable, and that was the power dink, and that's her 4th kill of game 4. I have her down now for 8, and 3 is 11, and 4, 15 kills in the match.
So another match point by New Knoxville, this time on defense. That'll be close to the net. Nice play over, and it falls. Nice job out of the net by Addison Albers, and the New Knoxville Rangers win the sectional here. They are going back to the district tournament as they prevail over Perry. 27-25, 22-25, 25-19, and 25-21. Congratulations to the Rangers. Very happy squad as they will circle on the floor. What a big win for this program.
Yeah, it's well-deserved, and they deserve it. They played hard. They played pretty well tonight. They continue to attack the ball very well, and they took care of business, and almost like business-like here. They're, got the W, and off they go, but congratulations to them.
We'll take a quick timeout and we'll return with our wrap-up here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
The Knoxville Rangers prevail as they win in 4 sets over Perry. With our final numbers, Mr. Jeff Henshin.
We'll jump into the CAB report. The kills, the aces, the blocks. In the kill category, New Knoxville wins that battle tonight. 57 kills for the Rangers, 40 for the Commodores. In the serving category, aces, New Knoxville came up with 11 aces. Perry came up with 8. In the blocking category, New Knoxville 3 termination blocks. Perry with 2 termination blocks. Big key to the numbers there, Dave. 57 kills for the Rangers, 17 more than the Perry Commodores. New Knoxville 38 errors overall. Commodores were 32, so Perry a few less errors, but New Knoxville's attacking. Their aggressive serving a little bit more advantageous there, carries them to a 4-game win, 3-1 against the Commodores.
The Knoxville Rangers will go into district tournament play at Wapakoneta with a 7-17 record, where Perry Commodores will end their season at 16-7.
Well, before we do the player of the game, I'll just run through our individual stats real quick. Yeah. And leading away for the Perry Commodores, number 7, Mary Hershen, finished her season. She's a junior. She'll be back. She had 15 kills to lead their squad. Also, Lexena Lee, also very consistent tonight. She ends up with 10 kills for the Commodores. For New Knoxville, Lauren Wingler, 4 service aces. Lainey Meyer, a kill and an ace. Kiana Wellman, 9 kills, 3 serve aces and a block. Bryn Egbert, 22 kills, a service ace, 2 blocks. Addison Albers, 2 kills, 2 blocks. Allie Top, 11 kills, 2 blocks. And Olivia Lammers ends the night with 9 kills for the Rangers, who again finished with 57 attacks for kill.
Congratulations to the Rangers. One more order of business. Our player of the game will go to sophomore Bryn Egbert.
Yep, the 6-foot sophomore played very nicely, attacked the ball very strongly tonight. Really the bigger hitter between both teams, and did it very nicely. Finishes with 22 kills. Also, as I mentioned, had a service ace and 2 blocks, so did a little bit of everything, and got that last 1-arm kill to drop in the back row for the match point after, as you said, Albers dug it out, but the right spot, right time for Bryn Egbert to send it over and give her team the sectional championship here at Marion Local. Congratulations to Bryn Egbert, and more importantly, congratulations to the New Knoxville Rangers, our sectional champs. They move on to districts.
For our cameraman, Kurt Kuffner, our director extraordinaire, Scott Robinson, for my partner, Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.